We're at the range again today. The number one annoying thing about the range is not cleaning up to avoid having somebody shut the range down, especially a public range where people leave their garbage lying around. It's actually deciding which guns get to go on the field trip. And a cardboard box nearly killed my wife just then. But yeah, it's deciding which guns do get to go on a field trip and which guns have to stay home. That is always a very difficult choice for me to make. But today we are shooting our classic Mosin, a new AK-47 I have, and of course sidearms. One of which is a new sidearm purchased for my wife, which is a CZ Makarov clone. So that's going to be exciting. They tend to have an issue, lots of issues actually. So we're going to see if it kills us today. Settle this down here for now. Now, when you go to the range, it's not always just fun and games. Sometimes it's about training, practicing for if you ever have to use your firearms in self-defense. And what better way to do that than by having a target that accurately matches what you'll be shooting at. So I'm going to have my wife create an outline of me, and we'll be shooting me. Now we've got our rough outline, and it looks much fatter than I really am. I lost weight. I'm not that fat. But so we've got a dude here, and since this is a bad guy and not actually me, we'll have to give him a nice big twirly evil mustache. So let's first come a little closer. Let's make him look like a real bad guy. So we'll give him a nice backwards hat like that. We'll give him some big evil eyebrows, some eyeballs, make him look real mean. Big twirly evil mustache, little evil goatee, some nice evil lips. There we go. All right, now we'll draw him, let's give him a gun here. We'll do a little sideways gun. And this is no one in particular. This is just, you know, one of those rough, evil gangsters that will sometimes harass you on the street. Give him a little gun here. There's his little finger, just like that. He clearly has gotten a manicure in a while. There's his hand, little thumb there. There's his gun. We'll give him a nice long extendo mag. We'll give him a nice big chain here. There we go. Nice big chain. He'll be wearing a little jacket here. We'll make this look real nice. You know, you gotta stay accurate to real life. You know, we'll have him sagging his pants way down low here. Have his t-shirt in here somewhere. Give him a nice big belly button. There we go. I think that's pretty accurate to, you know, what you would encounter in real life. Nice and tall, good-looking young guy. Give him some ears, little earrings there. There we go. Some cheekbones, little chin there. I think that looks pretty accurate to something you'd encounter in real life. So this is what we'll be shooting at. I actually, with my AK, I bought a muzzle brake. Supposedly it's supposed to control recoil on the AK. So we'll shoot him once with the standard, you know, slanted muzzle brake that's on all AKs you purchase, and then we'll replace it with the new muzzle brake. See if there's any actual difference. All right, here we go. Ear pro on? Huh? Ear pro? Huh? Okay.
So
we're gonna go look at how what the recoil looks like if you're just trying to stabilize it off your shoulder. Woo! He's peppered up real nice. He's peppered up. Oh, nearly зацепил как трампа. Yeah, he's just. I mean, there's quite a bit in center mass. Let's say it's not bad. Majority of them got to where they need to go.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, now I'm gonna throw on a new muzzle brake, and we're gonna test it out again and see if there's any difference in grouping. That one's for accuracy because you have to make sure you're not hitting the woman. One target is spray and pray. The other target is if you actually want to try hitting something accurately. I actually found a place in Post Falls, Idaho. It is a shop entirely dedicated to Russian and Soviet arms. Whew, well, that's very hot. So AKs, Makarovs, that is actually extremely hot. Let me get some gloves out of my car.
They only had one in Utah.
Ah! Directly into the dirt. Sit there and cool off. Ooh! Damn it.
We shot the hostage.
Not the hostage! Alright. Recoil test with a brand new muzzle brake. I'm just annoyed that it doesn't match the paint color of the original gun.
That's okay.
That's okay, as long as it gets the job done, right? Oh no, the hostage has a hole right through her neck. Alright, ear pro on for this. Because at the end of the day, the Russians know how to make good guns, but they also know how to make very loud guns. Woo! Misfeed. There we go. Alright. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. The powdery, wow, the smell of the powder. Man, it's like cocaine. So, I'm not an expert, and since we're shooting at the same target, it's a little difficult to tell if the muzzle brake actually works or not. But I'm not seeing any new groupings outside of the actual center mass that I was aiming for. Hey guys, Future V here. I'm gonna cut in for just a half second. I did also notice when editing the video that there is an extra hole above the guy's head that wasn't there the first time I tested the AK without the muzzle brake. And it made me realize that, oh shoot, maybe the muzzle brake wasn't that great. Until I realized, upon closer look, that the hole is actually bigger than the rest of them. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with larger holes, but it actually came from my friend's 44 Magnum lever action. So the muzzle brake did in fact do a pretty good job of controlling the recoil, and I'm a better shot than I thought. So I assume that it's working as intended. The muzzle brake is helping control some of the vertical recoil, but at the end of the day, even if it doesn't work quite as well as you want it to, you could always pull out your trusty little Makarov and shoot him square between the eyes, you know? So either way, not bad.